Well, all right, everybody. Welcome back. This is Steve back at the shop. Just want to go over make a little video here of an M Farmall I just brought in. This particular tractor has got a pretty good bit of extra things that have been added to it over the years, and I kind of wanted to highlight some of these. As you can see, it's got an aftermarket 3-point hitch, and this is one of the heavier hitches I've seen over the years. Twin cylinder, extremely well made, good thick iron. You can kind of see that there, good heavy duty unit. This particular tractor, like I said, it's got a lot of extra goodies here. Let me see if I can get my old self up here. All right, as we can see, you got the tail light with the, they're going to have the red lens inside. Hopefully, it's got the switch on the top. It's got an add-on extension. Get these off. Got an extension for the PTO lever, so you don't have to bend over so far to reach down to engage it. I don't know if that was homemade or if that was it looks to me like probably an aftermarket get up of some kind. This, I imagine back in the day, would have been a top quality, comfortable aftermarket replacement seat. I don't know if I I might accidentally have that thing repadded. I don't know, it looks like a pretty good frame on it still. Move over here and look forward. We can see this, it's got a, I don't know if you can see it here. This little device here is a latch release. So if your belly gets there before you do, you don't have to lean down and try to pull that thing when you stomp on the brakes. You just reach up, grab it where you're sitting. And this one here has got a nice pair of teardrop headlights. If I recall, both lenses are good. It's also got a foot starter. Push that thing down and crank her up. It's got the quick disconnects here, aftermarket. They've got this mounted in here wrong. This section here, the release ring is supposed to be mounted inside this, if memory serves me right, so that when you pull it, it pulls the hose through but captures the ring and releases your hydraulic fitting there. Alright, let's move around. This tractor actually had really good tin on it. You can see the hood there. I kind of got ahead of myself here. Took that on off before I started shooting the video. This tractor, somebody's already gone through the trouble of putting a Delco alternator on it, 12 volt. 12 volt coil. With a ever-present resistor. Cuts it from 12 to somewhere in the vicinity of 6 volts to the coil. This unit has power steering. And I guarantee you this power steering unit will not leave this place. It will be on my M in due time. Let's walk around to the side. You see it's got a really nice grill. Emblem's missing, but they make those aftermarket, no problem. Here's the other parts of the power steering unit you can see. There's the pump. There's the oil reservoir. Here's the other side of the unit. A lot of people don't realize you can rotate this when you mount it. I've seen these things on tractors where this section up here, where we find myself here, this section actually rubbed a hole through the tin. You don't have to do that. You can actually rotate this inside the unit so that this is pointing away instead of sticking straight up, wearing a hole through your tin. If you're going to put these on your tractor, you've got to have this particular mount to bolt this orbit motor or drive motor to this bracket. This one here, let's see our joint, which is a must-have on these tractors. The joint has minimal wear, not bad. I checked this oil reservoir earlier, it was full, the oil looked good, so I have high hopes for this unit to put on my M. You can see there's a second pulley down there. That, I don't know how well you can see it. You see that big locking pin driven through the end of your crankshaft. That locking pin will hold that pulley up against the original crank pulley. That will give you the second pulley you need to drive the pump. Okay, what else can we find on this old girl? Let's come on around. As you can see, it's got the top PTO, power takeoff for your belt, to do belt work with. Still has the old aggravating sediment bowl. Those things are a mixed blessing, I guess. They work great for what they were designed to do. If they ever start leaking, they're a pain to make quit. You can't find quality cork washers much anymore. You can, I suppose, but quality is the key word there. This unit here, this tractor here, had this particular kind of an air cleaner. I don't know if you guys have seen these before. These are typically found on cotton pickers, tractors. It's an extra dusty filterish kind of a thing. I forget the actual name they call this, but anyway, these were really common on cotton picker tractors. It gives you just one more level of filtration, keep the big stuff out. Yep, good lenses. Looks like an M&W throttle lever. You see the back side of our hitch here. Like I said, this is a really, really well built hitch. Everything I've got that I want to have has got 3-point hitch on it, or I would keep this thing for myself. This thing is nice. Once upon a time, this tractor had bolt-on duals. You can see those looped, hopefully you can see those looped bolt heads there. And there was a strap that went into those and bolt on another wheel beside it. Strap on, bolt on. Nice toolbox. That toolbox has definitely found a new home already. I don't know what else we've got here. I think, oh, there's one thing I wanted to mention here. This engine, someone spent the extra money or time and installed the dipstick. This is not factory. This is an add-on dipstick. They sold kits for these. All you had to do was drill a hole through that flat space, tap the hole, screw in that piece of pipe, pipe threaded piece of metal there, and bingo,